Hi friends, I recently had an opportunity to reconnect with a cousin of mine who I've always admired, and I learned that she makes the most high quality, gorgeous, ice dyed silk scarves. She sent me some and I'm having so much fun styling them. In this video, I am honored to feature handmade, sustainable scarves by a woman artist I know and love. I'll show you how I'm wearing them too. Welcome to the Dress Up Mom. If you're already a subscriber, thank you and I love you. If you haven't subscribed, please do and tap the bell for notifications. I've always been someone who loves wearing scarves. I even wore them as a teenager in high school. Weird, I know. They're so versatile, can be worn a bunch of different ways, and I think they can really tie an outfit together and add just that right little finishing touch. During the holidays, I received a Christmas letter from my cousin Mitchie, who had recently moved back to Indiana. Her letter was funny, just like she is, and at the top of it, she had written in hand, "This letter, while boring, is factual," about a 4-minute read. My husband Doug and I cracked up at this, and it definitely made me want to read the letter. It wasn't boring either. In her letter, she mentioned that she had been selling scarves that she made at a local shop. Well, as you can imagine, this really caught my attention. Mitchie is about 8 years older than me, and I have always really looked up to her. For most of our lives, we did not live very close to each other. We would maybe see each other like every 5 or 10 years at big family events. While I was in high school, she and her husband did live close by though, and I got to know them a bit. This was in the mid to late 70s, and I just thought they were so cool. Mitchie was so socially conscious, had very strong convictions, challenged the status quo, which in our family was very rare. She also stood up for what she believed in and voiced it, even when that wasn't popular in our family. She made a really big impression on me at the time, and I really admired her for all of this and thought she was a badass. I still do. She is a natural beauty and wore the most fun 70s clothes, free-flowing caftans, the embroidered peasant tops, really cool jeans. To me, she embodied the era, and I always wished I had as much courage as she has. She had a very special affection for my dad because he spent a lot of time with her and her siblings when they were young. Talking to her after he passed recently really always made me feel better. I decided to give her a call after reading her letter to learn more about these scarves. We had a chance to catch up, and she told me a little bit about how she started making them. I told her about my little YouTube channel and how I would love to have more people know about her work. She checked out the channel, gave me positive feedback on it, which meant a lot to me. And then she sent me some scarves that she thought would look good on me. When I needed to start cancer treatment, I reached out and talked to her and told her about that. And she sent me some more scarves and a few other little things. So sweet. Here's just a little bit more about Mitchie and these scarves that she makes. She's always done some form of handiwork. Most of her life, she worked with children. She had her own daycare, preschool, student dropout prevention, and as a bereavement counselor. She found using arts and crafts as tools for expression to be powerfully beneficial and healing. Some years ago, she became ill and needed a unique, uplifting craft that she could manage. She said she saw some stunning hand-painted scarves, and she tried to make some that turned out pretty, but not stunning. Then she discovered that she loved working with color and silk. She learned how to use powder dye on ice to make unique items. Planning the color combinations is the creative and fun part for her. She definitely wanted me to mention that for her, and she hopes everyone else who does this craft, it's very important to be conscientious and have the space set up properly, like using paper-lined trays so there is less runoff going down the drain. The dyes are potent, so she uses minimal ice. Any natural fiber will take dyes, but in various intensity. She loves the sensuous feeling of silk scarves, just like I do, and she said they take the dye beautifully. In addition to being used as scarves, they can be belts, altar cloths, head wraps, or even gift wrapping. She also says that each one is unique and it's like working with kids. You plan, have the tools, but you never know exactly how it's going to turn out. Just like working with kids, she says it can be magical. I can't wait to use these scarves over the years in so many different ways. For now, let me show you just a few of the ways that I'm wearing these scarves. I know I have lots of other options too. After many years being away, Mitchie moved back to Indiana, where she grew up. She said she brought back 50 years of memories, some junk, her husband, and her silk scarves. She found a local shop where she's been selling them and continues to make more. She's also coming up with unique ideas like her little hanky that I'm using as a pocket square. And I think this is really a creative outlet for her that's been fantastic. Clearly, she's really good at it too. I will put all the information on where you can buy these scarves online or in person in Indiana in the description below. Do you like wearing scarves too? Aren't these just gorgeous? You can't even feel them, but they feel so nice and drapey and they tie well. I mean, I'm really impressed. Thank you, Mitchie, for sending me your beautiful works of art, and I'm really looking forward to keeping connected. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Until next time, have fun and dress it up a little.